Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stadia Party Chat Podcast. This is episode 18, and we're talking to you on a different day. I believe this is Monday morning, if my internal clock is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we just had some things we had to switch around, but we're coming back to you with some Stadia news, some general Discord, and we're just talking games we love. So here today, let's start by talking about games we were playing this week. Just jump right into it. I think I was running some Control this
hmm
week, getting through that. I mean, that's been one of my go-to games whenever I pop on now. Just getting through the main story, but at the same time, I've been loving the gameplay so much that I'm just doing every side mission possible just to sort of like have more powers and abilities for when I come up, because some of these bosses are becoming like incredibly difficult.
Oh,
Um, I'm used to like a couple ads with some overshields and then maybe one big guy, but no, three big guys. And then this new creature appeared, which is some giant bat that like appears out of nowhere, comes at you, boom, blasts you. And like, oh man, it's just like switching the mechanics. And I just want to have more powerful options. So I do
mhm.
all the side missions to get like ability points to just power up as much as possible. Loving the story, loving the gameplay so far. 10 out of 10. I actually went on Metacritic to rate the game and to make sure that it got some love from Stadia. And just in case people don't know, hashtag rate Stadia games. Just pop onto Metacritic, type in the game, and what I do actually is I go on release date, because usually Stadia is the last place where it got released, and it comes up and you give it a rating. Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of games that go unrated for Stadia, and it just needs, a little bit of love there. Have you been able to jump into any Control? I know you're loving
No, I look at it. I was like, oh, I need to try it. I need to try it. No, the only game. So I play a lot of Destiny and I play some more Ark. Like again, I think I told you yesterday, but I show you my world. I had like a big camp. I had like some dinosaur, and I was building another big camp somewhere else, and I had some massive dinosaurs, some very good one. I'm like, yeah, I'm going well. And certainly there's like a T-Rex, an alpha T-Rex came by and destroy everything. Kill me, kill all my dinosaur. I was like, God damn it. Now I need to chase for those dinosaur again. But no,
that
I've been
compound that you
uh,
showed me.
no, no, not that compound. I was like moving to another area, like
Oh,
it
okay.
has like more resource that I need and stuff. So I want to build another big compound there. It's like almost like a center of the map, and then I want to build there. And yeah, this alpha like T-Rex show up, and they're very strong, very powerful. He came and killed my T-Rex. He came and killed my two Argent, like they're basically birds. Uh, Another dinosaur I used for collecting metal and rock, and my Brontosaurus, which I had a platform on top with all my cooking station and stuff like that. So it's my mobile house almost. And yeah, he came and killed everything. And
Ridiculous.
then I spent all my ammo on him, try to kill him. No, he didn't want to die. I was like, are
Oh,
you
wow.
kidding? All I had at the end was my sword. I sword him like 2 times and he just went like, just give me a nudge and that's it. I was dead. So he was quite powerful. And he was only a level 1 because he was alpha. I think that's why. But then I decided to quit. And got back to it. I just need like sometimes you need to take a step back and do something else and come back into it and be like, I didn't lose everything. I still all have my stuff. They're just on my dead dinosaur there. I just need to figure out a way to get it there. Yeah, so something I'm gonna look at in the next couple of days. We'll see. Whenever I get back into it. But the other game I've tried was Rider Republic. So it's free to play for this week.
This
I did,
week,
yeah. So it started, I want to say
do we know
Friday
what the
or
dates
Saturday.
are?
I just say this week on Stadia. So if you go at the store, you'll see Riders Republic. You can try it for free. Um, so I stream it and I play with you also yesterday. We couldn't play together because you need to go through a tutorial at first. The tutorial is quite long.
Yeah, it was
I
taking me
found it was
over an
very long.
hour.
Yeah, I found it was like quite long. I think it was an hour and a half. I think it took me or something because I was trying to like get out of it or something so I can visit. By the end of it, you can see all the other players. It's crossplay with like PC right now, but I think it's still in the beta.
Yeah, you
We
can play as of October 21st at 9 a.m. CEST, and then it's a week after that, and then it'll be gone.
So there we go. And then like yeah, I was able to see other player playing. I know it's available on PC. I know it was on the alpha or like there was a testing phase you could do on PC. I received the invite. I didn't try it. I was waiting on Stadia because my PC are slowly dying. Like I'm having difficulty with my desktop right now just to play on Stadia, and I noticed that when I play on my laptop, it's even better. So I don't know. Yeah, my PC is having a lot of difficulty.
Uh-oh.
So am I gonna set myself up so I can put my laptop and play on it, and I'll figure out a way to stream. But anyway, like Riders Republic, quite interesting type of gameplay. It's like a X game type of extreme sport game. I really like the snowboarding because I used to do snowboarding. The bike riding, it's fun to you go downhill and do some tricks and stuff like that. So the basis of the game is basically run your own career of like leading to um getting to some event and then like becoming like a star in those sports, I guess. So, and then you get to do some competition, but like you can go there by fast traveling or you can ride over there. So it's quite interesting. The map is massive. There's a bunch of mountain, bunch of hills where you can snowboard, ski, ride your bike, or we're missing. There's like a parachute and
The jetpack
the
one?
jetpack, yeah. But so far I only did the skiing and the bike riding. And I also got a snowmobile and it's the same thing for you, which is interesting. You can ride it like with this and all around.
Yeah,
But yeah,
one of my favorite characters from TV is actually a famous BMX rider, so it's pretty cool.
there we go.
A
That's awesome.
Mr. TJ Lavin from the challenge. He's the host. So
That's
it's
funny.
yeah, it's pretty cool that you get to be a little X rider and
Hmm.
like the variety is just massive. The customization is probably where they're going to get you to do the micro transactions and get
Yeah.
all the crazy skins. But so far, gameplay seems to be either straight racing or get tricks for points.
Hmm.
Seems to be the two divisions.
Yeah.
Did you get to play any of these massive race that they were talking about? Like, didn't they say there was going to be like 60 people in one race or something like that?
I did it. I think like most of the race was like 12 people, but the funny thing is that there's other. So while you're racing downhill, there's other racer or other people like around, if that makes sense. Like, cause
Yeah.
the map is like kind of free open, but you need to get to those checkpoints to go down the hill, let's say. But there's other people like in the middle of it, like showing up, and you can run into them. So like it's quite interesting.
Yeah, you
But
can
no, I
just
didn't
drive your
see any of the
snowmobile.
big race, but I did like one of those activity was like you're basically in the middle of the map. You get to an icon, and it's like you need to race downhill under a certain amount of time, and like it's like a rock cliff, like you're going down like crazy. So it's pretty interesting. The gameplay works fine. I think I only had one bug for me at some point where like I had to collect like two cards or like whatever the reward, and nothing wanted to happen, so I had to kill the game and restart it. But other than that, it ran fine for me. No other issue. I think I got stuck on like between a tree and a fence at some point. I kept like resetting myself the position. At least you can rewind back, which helped. But I didn't want to rewind because I was like so far down or something. But yeah, it's quite interesting, like the function you can do. Like, you get to it accidentally, you mix the checkpoint, instead of turning around getting to it, you just rewind back to position and keep going from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting enough, like the tricks portion. At first I had difficulty with the camera because I thought I had to control the camera, the right joystick to look at the same time you're turning. But then I figure out eventually that you just need to steer and go downhill, press the button to do your tricks, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, it was quite interesting. It's not the type of game I will get a lot into, but like I can see the potential, right? So
Yeah, and I think I'll go back until I get to play one of these 60-person races or
mm,
whatever they said it was going to be. I want to at least be able to try that. So I think I'm only like 1 star away from finishing the tutorial. So I'm pretty
yeah, I
close
think you
there.
need to get to 11 star and then you
Yeah.
get yeah. Yeah, I think I made it to 20 star because after that, like you can roam around and just like go to different event and then like just do the challenge. There's 3 challenge per race basically, which are like, the first 2 are like, it goes like easy, intermediate, expert almost, like in terms of how to acquire those stars. So
Yeah.
but yeah, and you basically just accumulate star until you can make it to the big event, I'm guessing. As I was collecting star, like this guy, Brett, excuse me, was like the cook at the cookhouse there, the trailer was telling me, oh, you're almost there, you need this, and you get phone call from him. So yeah, I think I was getting close, so I don't know. But quite interesting game. I think it worked fine. It's a Ubisoft game, and like you mentioned, the microtransaction, Ubisoft is very strong on that usually. You have like 2 type of we call it money basically in game. You got the one where you have to pay with real money, and the other one where you collect in game. So with some of the in-game money, you can buy stuff, but if you want to skip that, you can pay real money to buy certain items. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, wicked. Let's jump into our number one playable
Mhm.
hour game, which is Destiny 2.
Yeah. So Destiny 2, what we did this week was, so there was Festival of the Lost. I was able to finish that, and we were able to do the Grandmaster together 2 days ago or something.
Oh yeah,
So
got the completion.
yeah, Exodus Crash, it's not an easy one, even though if you go to the what we call the cheese spot behind that wall, because I don't
Hmm.
I don't even think there's any other way, because I wouldn't think like if you stand in the middle like you do with a normal strike, like you'll be able to survive like
It's a
very
free
long.
for all. I assume the best thing to do would be to stay in the corner and just chain wells.
Mm-hmm. Because the other like technique I've seen is like when you get to the bus area, and the platform on the left, on the top left, not behind the I don't know, it's like a generator, but like the other platform, there's a couple storage box. You stand there, and what we used to do is alternate the banner shield. So like you always have like that wall being created, creating orb, and the third person is a well warlock, and you alternate that. So that's the other trick I've seen before. So like this, you have a better view of all the ads. You can shoot them, but you can still die because the enemy will push through the banner shield. And if you don't kill them, then they can just punch you, one punch you basically. So
Yeah,
it's
somebody
a pretty rough one.
yeah, it's hard to coordinate perfectly between 3 people.
Mm.
But we were able to get it done even though we just hid behind there a little bit, but we did have to break out to kill the champions. I mean, that's a must when you got
Mm-hmm.
to kill the 2 anti-barriers after the first
Yeah.
round of the boss.
Yeah, they
Uh,
go hide in the corner, so that's what's weird. Yeah, you don't see them from the
exactly.
view place you have.
So
So
I think we used Wither Horde to get sort of a time delay kill
Oh yeah, Widow Horde was great for that, I think, because like
Yeah,
even though the round hit the ground, it just like create that pull and they walk into it. So
yeah.
because they're not like, yeah, they're not intelligent, so they just walk into where it does damage. But yeah, I found that was useful, and having like one person with the particle deconstruction with the fusion helps a lot to do more damage. So I was using the a linear fusion rifle with Vorpal on it. I'll try to remember which one it is, but
You were using your tarantula or
no, what's
the
the other
threaded
one?
needle,
Threaded needle.
the void.
Yeah, I had Vorpal on it with clown cartridge, which I like. And then I use that, and I use the Tiku's bow, which is amazing for that. It does so much damage. It does auto target, like when you hip fire, because you get a lot of solar shield. I found it was great for that. Just good to kill in general, like add clear, right? And then I had I'm trying to remember what was my kinetic weapon. I think I had a bow because there's like no, I had the bow as a Tiku, and I got an auto rifle
Auto
for the
rifle, anti-barrier.
anti-barrier. There's only like about 3 or 4 anti-barrier in the all like GM, but like yeah, you need to add them. So we found also Rihanna's Vow was working great too, and it's solar, so you don't miss on that. It hit like hard, and it's like a sniper and cannon almost. So yeah, but yeah, I found the left side being better than the right side, because on the left side you can walk out instead of jumping off a box and stuff. So but anyway, like either way, like either side, like you just need to alternate your well and a banner shield or anything that produce orb of light, because you need those well to survive that the shock, the ground that's on the shock there, or like the electricity on the ground basically. So yeah, that was this on Destiny. I completed like the season of the not season, but the Festival of the Lost. Like accumulate all the triumph. There's like if you like reading all the lore, there's like a massive book about Lint and his theory on the headless one. And there's like a bunch of story about the different area where the hunted lost sector, you go to some story about what happened there and stuff like that. Pretty interesting. So some creepy stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And Glint is Crow's ghost, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't understand why Lent is there, but Crow is just like he's gone to Venus, or he's gone to work with Lord Saladin with Kate Cattle. Cattle. What's her name anyway?
Katali or something.
Katal. Yeah. Yeah. The yeah, whatever.
Cabal
The
lady.
Cabal lady, yeah, I don't know it.
Callus's daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Callus's daughter. We're gonna call it like this next time. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to do that. They add Clint in the story, and then yeah, they just go like this, and you just basically have 2 ghosts with you, or like using a protected crow, or like right now, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that was quite interesting. I like the fact they changed it. It's not the hunted forest anymore. It's
Yeah,
like
those
something
branches.
different. Yeah, you're still collecting candy, collecting pages instead. I don't remember what you were collecting the year before, but yeah. This is complete, and we have the Season of the Lost complete, while the Wayfinder quest, which is almost done. We're just waiting for the ritual. So I guess it's gonna be happening at the end of this season, just before Witch Queen start. But like that's it for the month of November. Like, like the Festival of the Lost gonna be ending, and there's gonna be nothing until the end of November. So that's gonna be
Yeah, we just got GMs
mhm,
basically.
yeah.
And next week is the most difficult GM of them all,
Oh, which one is this?
the corrupted.
Oh, I need to do that one. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
hard one. There's a way
It's
to cheese it where you can carry the orb from the elevator all the way down to and you can do damage from like afar or something like that.
We should try to do it Tuesday then before they change anything, like a
Yeah,
shadows. I
exactly.
swear they changed Lake of Shadows. I don't know if anyone said anything about it, but I swear from that Wednesday to Thursday and that
Hmm.
update for trials or whatever they do, there
Yeah,
was a change.
they were like doing more damage, I feel like, because we like ran through it like easily
And the
that
orb
day.
thing, the orb glitch where
Yeah,
you don't when you kill the last blight, none of the ads spawn, but this time all of the champions and all of the ads still
all
spawn.
the blight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the blight, because we were like just like going through, killing all the ads and destroying the third blight and coming back, and there was no ads. And at the
Yeah.
end, all the ads spawn. Like, what the hell? Not used
Yeah.
to that, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure there might gonna be doing some change. People's gonna figure out a way to do the corrupted and cheese it, or I know there's like a way to glitch through the underground. You can skip a part of it, but anyway, if you use there was that trick with the Titan bubble. You had to do it while you're loading a screen, and then you had like your Titan bubble all the time or something like that. I don't know if you've seen that
We
before,
need to
but
do all of these things to get past the corrupted.
yeah, because the corrupted is like quite hard, right? So,
Yeah.
but like moving on, we can talk about this week at Bungie. There's
Yes.
not much happening, but
Dino skins take front and center. Okay,
yeah,
first of all, pretty cool skins, I
I
will
know.
say.
I
I
got
like
the
the
skin for
skins.
the Titan.
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice. I want to get the Hunter before the end. The Warlock, it's like a Triceratops, and
Mm,
I'm like, yeah, because so the Titan is the T-Rex and the Hunter is the Raptor, so like that's pretty cool.
our resident dino expert.
I used to I used to do dinosaur when I was a kid, like I had those magazine. So it's kind of funny, like playing Arkham, like seeing those dinosaurs. I'm like, oh yeah. And now like I can have a dinosaur skin. Like it's kind of funny, but anyway. And you can still like farm for the Jurassic Green Pulse Rifle. So that's the new pulse rifle you get from doing the onto the Lost Sector. So that's pretty cool. You can still get it. Just go ahead and farm it. I think I got a few good roll, but I'm probably gonna still farm it. I'll see. Other than that, there's you can do the so like if we were doing the Grandmaster, you can get the Comedian Shotgun and the Shadow Price Auto Rifle. That was what's available. And you can still work on the Realm Walker seal, which like I think we're just missing 1 week, which is next week, doing the legendary was it Shadow Realm, and then you can get the seal.
Okay.
Some change with Trials of Cyrus. I don't think did we play a Trials this weekend? I feel like we play maybe on Friday or something like that. I try to
Yeah, maybe
remember.
we had a little bit.
But they
No,
had the
no, we played survival.
Oh, with survival, okay. So they did some change to freelance on the Trial of Osiris, which is quite interesting. I think they try to make it more attractable for people to play at freelance, which I like the fact that you can play freelance, because like this you don't team up with two random versus the old team, which can destroy you, right? I found like when you go freelance, it's a mix and match. Sometimes you'll fight a team, they're very good, and other time it's gonna be terrible because everybody has different skills, right?
Yeah, I find in survival, it's like one hard match, one easy match, one hard match, one
Mm,
easy match. I don't know how they do it, but it seems to be that kind of pattern.
that's possible. Probably depending on like how you did like the last run, but now there's like a more population pool. Like I don't know how random it is, but yeah. Moving on. So yeah, just talking about the freelancer trials. I think they're gonna go back and doing so the freelance was a trial lab. So with that, what do you call it? That we collect the center, the circle, I guess you can
Oh, the
capture.
control points?
Yeah.
Was that what it was this week?
but only for
Oh, only
freelance.
for freelance.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
So,
interesting.
so that was the interesting part. That's why I didn't try it, and I forgot to look into that. But if you haven't done it yet, like you need to get 20 round win to get the seasonal challenge also for trials, and that's pretty much that for this. Custom contest. So they have the contest there. Have a mask on, have your costume, a badass armor, and send a picture onto their Twitter account and put the hashtag FOTLF, FOTL Fashion 2021, and you will, yeah, just join a competition to win one of the emblem there. The Levate prize.
The
That's
Levante for Eva
Levante.
Levante, right?
Levante. Yeah, Levante. Okay. So this one looks pretty interesting. Looks like you holding a sword of some sort and you're wearing a dress. But yeah, if you are an emblem collector, there we go. You can go for that. Oh, there's another contest too. You do your paint and pumpkin. So in this case, you grab a pumpkin and decorate it and submit it to the FOTL Art Show 2021, and you can win that blue emblem. Looks pretty cool. Really like that.
I think they messed up here. All right. You do a pumpkin contest. I want to see orange, not
Yeah,
blue.
it should have been a pumpkin emblem or some
Come
kind, or
on.
Halloween.
What is
Yeah,
this emblem? Okay. The other one's cool. This one is like, I would never compete for this emblem. It's just like a
but
square.
I think
I don't
it's
know.
just like collection. Like it just
Yeah.
has to do with collecting emblem. This one's a chromatic intention. So yeah, nothing to do with
This one's way
Halloween, but
cooler.
yeah,
Way
I think
cooler.
so.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on, you can get some tinsel for your pumpkin, like Festival of the Lost
Okay.
and
That's,
bungee shield. So that's quite interesting. And there's an example of people like making
okay.
carving into their pumpkin.
What is this? What
Bug
is,
out. So I think it's a fusion rifle.
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe it's like
The
one of the
crow. This does not look
yeah
like the crow.
crow.
Come on.
But it's a good effort. I really like the season the Witch Queen emblem there.
Yeah. But nobody's going to know what that is. Who
Yeah,
comes up to the
only the
house?
Destiny fan, right?
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So there's more hotfix. Apparently there was some issue with Prophecy, Ghost Shell. I don't have that one yet because I haven't completed solo. And in the corrupted strike, Stadia's shield no longer originate and unusually high speed, which is a good thing if the GM next week.
Yeah. They're going to need that
So
hot fix.
for those people that play on Xbox or with Microsoft, there's been some issue with the silver. Not exactly sure what's the issue, but maybe like people were buying silver and not getting it on their Xbox.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, there've been some change about the cost of it. Anyway, we're a Stadia fan, so and some known issue that they can be fixing. Um, some finisher, invisible, visible loading. I saw someone else with like the Hunter helmet, one of the masks for the Hunter. There was like a particle on the screen, and then like when he was moving the tower, you could see it. It was like kind of a someone did the design and left like a dot somewhere anyway. There's like a couple other things. Corn sniper are unintentionally draining energy from the Titan banner shield and PvE activity. Huh, okay, good
Wow.
to know. But they fixing that. Moving on, there's some funny movie. So if you haven't got this movie, if you haven't got the new Sparrow, the Spider Sparrow, like I have, there's like they made a little movie about that where the spider are like attacking the guy. Pretty funny, but he's just running away and yelling.
I don't know. I mean, the spider is so gimmicky to me. I'm just not going to waste my bright dust on it.
Yeah,
I'm
I bought it. That was
always
kind of funny.
I'm always going to just use always on time as my
Mm,
speeder because it's just there's no better speeder.
true. No, you're right. Like, no, always on time is like one of the best speeder. I'm kind of sad though they made it available for people to buy it after us farming it so much.
Oh my
Like,
God, terrible.
um, and the next video it's like about this group that dancing, following with like some Michael Jackson and somebody's watching me. I try to remember who's singing that song, but yeah, looks pretty cool. They did like some stuff in the tower and different area.
Oh
There's
my
also
gosh, people,
I
what are
know,
you
right?
doing?
It's
So they're
great.
just like emoting around the tower and then making a
Yeah,
video.
and they make well like you gotta listen to music too because it goes with it. So
6 minutes? Are you kidding me?
uh, it was pretty. It's pretty good. They did like the dancing for Michael Jackson. So, but
Oh
yeah,
wow, this place looks pretty cool.
uh-huh. I think that's in the tower or something. But anyway, moving on. There's some drawing submitted uh through the Twitter.
Wow, that's really good.
I know
Oh,
people are pretty good at that, right? And then like the one thing I want to move on to is at the end they're talking about some nerfing and some buffing.
soon,
Soon, yeah, soon. So Dune March, you're gonna be nerfing it a
soon
little bit
time,
more.
soon
And
team.
hmm,
What is the
soon
team?
T him. I don't know. T them? T him?
Yeah,
So the Vex method class is gonna get nerf, which yes, totally understand.
no,
This gun is amazing. It's amazing on PvP. They're gonna reduce it so the doesn't have what you call it, the tracking. The aim assist is not as good for PvP. It's still gonna be like destroying PvE. And now with like the particle deconstruction, it's just even more amazing. So when the season's gonna be done and we're not gonna have the particle deconstruction, maybe it's gonna turn back to be terrible. But if you don't have X-Muto class, still farm for it for the season. It's worth it. It's just a perfect gun for the season. And also they're talking about Whisper. So they've heard Whisper and like looking at Paul Tassi, he mentioned that they're gonna nerf Whisper the Worm. I don't know,
nerf
not
it.
nerf, sorry, buff it
Oh, buff
because
it.
it used to be a DPS god and it kind of went away. So they want to bring it back, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I've never really used it since I got it, really, because you had Xenophage and you had Anarchy, and you just have other choices.
Yeah, but I found it was great for DPS on Callus on Leviathan's raid, and there's like some
Yeah,
other
but there
place you
was a
could
cold
use it.
heart. There was a cold heart thing.
Oh,
Remember
Heart was
where
very good. Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
used cold heart and it just like melted them?
Yeah, exactly. So there is like other option there. Some people are asking maybe to put it like with not heavy brick, but like special brick. It might be more worth it. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's gonna stay a heavy sniper. They need to find a way to make them better so it's worth it for you to use a Whisper or Darcy as a sniper. So, but we'll see what happen. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen with that. Maybe it's gonna be for next season. Maybe we're gonna have like some sort of like bonus for like sniper. I really like the time when they add the barrier for sniper. That was a great thing for like uh grandmasters. So
Yeah.
maybe it's gonna be overload or like
I'm thinking
unstoppable.
intrinsic anti-barrier plus 33% damage buff.
Mm,
Or so I think that's maybe what's going to happen to both those snipers. I would make them way more attractive.
yeah, no, definitely. Like you look at the Leviathan's breath, the bow does like unstoppable. They need to make all the exotic with like something like that. I will make it like more attractive for you to carry an exotic. Like, you know, you look at the Arian's vow, it does like barrier. You look at the divinity, it does overload. Like if they add those to some of the exotic and make it like easier or like more worth it to carry, right?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. So there's gonna be more update coming up from Bungie in the future for that. But like for November, it's gonna be pretty much dead. Other than doing the Grandmaster, farming for some Triumph. I'm currently working on my Deadeye Triumph, just to get it gilded. I think I just need to do some Crucible and kill. So doing a match of Crucible, I think I need to kill people with my kinetic energy and my heavy. I just need to do it 2 more time and then get more kill with that new rocket launcher we got for this season. So just farming for the ornament, get some Triumph, work on the Tangle Shore Triumph because it's going away. So if you haven't done that yet, that's another thing to do.
I don't think
And
I've found all the regional chests yet on Tangled Shore.
that's a bunch of Triumph you can get easily. If you wear the Hunter top 3 Void, you can see the chest on the map, or now with your Ghost, you can add those perks. So
Yeah.
easy one to do. I think that was the first thing I did, is just find all those chests. It's good for like raising your light level also, because I think they give you like higher light level if I'm right, or it's giving you blue. Hopefully not, but
Well,
yeah.
it's news time until December, I guess, until we get, and is it mid-December that all that content is coming out? Like the 6-man event and
Yeah, I
the
want to say
dungeon. I
yes.
think I saw something December 21st, which is not awesome. Just
Yeah, I know. I think I thought it was maybe end of November, the beginning of December. But yeah, you could be right. It could be just a long month and a half. That's what happened when like Bungie decided to make the season a 6-month period, right? Because then after that we got a 30th anniversary like dungeon and the what you call it the 6 people activity.
yeah.
So I don't know, a menagerie type of thing.
Yeah,
And
it
then
says
after
December to February.
hmm
Just 3 months, Jesus.
and then we're gonna have like the Christmas activity event. I try to remember the name. Um, and I
Okay, so the Bungie 30th anniversary event starts on December 7th.
oh, there you go, beginning of December.
And then the Christmas event must start on the 21st.
So there you go.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's
then we got the Triumph. What's the all the doing all the raids and stuff like that. They do that every year.
oh, maybe
Which
the emblem that we got last year, right? Moments of
Moments
triumphs.
of Triumphs.
There
Yeah.
it is.
So they're probably gonna do that, and you're gonna have to do like all the raids and different activity, I
Oh,
guess.
that'll be fun. Like I like doing raids, so
Yeah, I need to go back into doing DSC. I haven't done DSC for a while. It's been VOG all the time, or any of the other raid really. I'll
yeah.
be happy to do them. All right, are we ready to move into some news?
Into some news. Beep, 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 beep. All right. On the news desk today. So I'm just catching up on a bit of news here. I want to give a big shout out to Stadia Source for having a lot of the news up here. We have Ben 10 Power Trip launching October 15th. So this is another kids title launched on the platform October 15th. So a couple days ago, we obviously missed that. I just wanted to give a shout out to it. Ben 10 was a very popular, I think, kids title. I never saw anything on it because I'm not that demographic, but yeah, that's great news for Stadia. I think they're just like pumping out the kids games, which is great if you have Stadia and you have kids and you can just be like, oh, here, play this. I think Peppa Pig was one of the announcements coming out as well. I may have to skip over that again, but a great idea to have just kids on a tablet, no downloading, nothing, and they're just playing this thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. We have some they talk about the Dino add-on for Destiny. I mean, we love the dinosaur stuff. Not so much the Warlock, wish it was better, but the other two are wicked.
Hmm.
Heist Simulator. Have you seen this title? It's on Stadia right now.
Yeah, I've seen it. I didn't try it though.
It's sort of like I don't know how to describe it, but it seems like you were just like you created heists as well as trying to do heists, and it was like a lot of third person modes. No, it seems interesting, a different type of game. The graphics seem kind of like art. What do they call it? Through like the
Art
cells are
style.
shaded,
Hmm.
like 3D shaded art cells, I think they call it. But yeah, nothing too exciting there. I mean, if you like doing heists and you like sort of like sneaking around, not getting caught, very cool that Stadia had it. They had it on an early release, so the only place to play it early was actually Stadia.
Hmm.
So that's good for them to have. Um, yeah. But now catch it on Stadia, some heist simulation. Uno, the Call of Yara pack is now out. So I don't know what Call of Yara is. Do
If
you
you're
know
a big,
Call of Yara's?
if you're a big fan of Far Cry 6, it's basically it's
Oh,
a
okay.
crossover almost like Far Cry 6 pack for Uno. So, which is pretty interesting. So they do that. And if you haven't tried Far Cry 6, I'll suggest to try it. I'm interested to try it. I'm just waiting for that moment to have time to play with.
Yeah, I
But
think
like listen,
Destiny's coming to an
yeah,
end for
listening
a bit.
to Lloyd on Stadia podcast, start a Stadia cast there, like talking about it. I'm like, I really want to play it. It looks like a fun game and everything. So, yeah, like it looks like amazing. The graphics look amazing. It runs super well on Stadia. But yeah,
Yeah, I've never
I need,
played a Far Cry before. So
yeah,
like I played
it's
a little bit of one, like when where there was like two twin sisters who were like terrorists or the good guys. I don't know. I played a little bit of it. It was like a first person shooter where you collected things.
it's an adventure first player shooter. It's like
Yeah.
very similar to a type of I'll say maybe a Skyrim or like a Fallout, where like your first player shooter, you just do the adventure, the storyline, you get side quests and stuff. You can build your own weapons, you just craft your weapon, stuff like that. So
Kind of
yeah,
like Cyberpunk.
yeah, it's a similar style. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's quite interesting. I need to jump into that uh, after my wedding, probably.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The other thing too that's coming out, it's Instinction. There's another trailer for Instinction, which looks pretty amazing. Another dinosaur game. We don't know when it's gonna come out to Stadia, but it's coming, and it looks like to be an adventure slash puzzle game, first player shooter with dinosaur. So
Yeah, I watched the video. I didn't see any like gameplay per se in
you know,
it. It was more like just cinematic stuff. But I know that they said it was like a survival take on like that. Almost sounded kind of like Ark, but more
yeah.
story driven.
But I think it's more
Seems.
story driven.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's like here you go, I'm dropping you on the island and survive. I think it's more like you gotta go do puzzle and stuff like that. So
Oh, nice
I'll
cup.
yeah,
Nice
thank
cup
you.
there.
I'm probably gonna be jumping into that when it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, being our resident dino expert,
Yeah. Um,
we have the new so we talked about the Republic got a week-long trial period ahead of launch, so check it
Riders
out.
Republic.
If you haven't already, it's free on Stadia. Like you don't is it free on Stadia period, like, or do you need Stadia Pro?
I think it's Stadia Pro. I
Yeah.
want to say it's probably Stadia Pro because I know I have no idea to tell you the truth. Maybe Stadia sources mentioning about that. I know with Stadia Pro you have access to all those like free content. That's a good thing about it, right? So you can try a new game that come out and they just leave you for a week to try it. I think the other day you could play Rainbow Six for free again. You could
Yeah.
play Borderlands 3, I think, the other day for free. Dead by Daylight was available over the weekend also. So like it's always good to check it out. Just jump on the Stadia, go to the store. It's gonna come out with like, oh, play this now, like right from the top. And you can just play like free game to try it out before you go buy them. Um, I hope they have that available for if you're not a pro member, because
Yeah,
that
they
would
don't
be
mention it in the article, but they did
yeah.
mention that all the progress you make in the demo carries over to the full game.
Yeah, which is great because it's
Yeah.
technically giving you access to the full game. And what it is basically you have access to the full game, but you only have 4 hour gameplay. So similar to the same thing they did with Resident Evil 8, where like you had access to the game, but they had like kind of 2 portion, and then like they give you only an hour to complete everything or like to try it out. So it's very good at doing that, I think. But
Yeah. Less scary though.
mm-hmm. So I don't know if yeah, less scary, that's for sure. I don't know if it's like only pro, but like I hope they're making it available for not the pro people.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
just because
that's
it will attract more people to
yeah.
Stadia,
I
right?
mean, just click and play. Like it's so easy, right?
I
Um,
know.
new trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I haven't even got through Xenoverse 1, so maybe I'll make some progress on there. I think you need to get to past the tutorial too, so we can play together.
Yeah, I haven't even booted up. I bought it because it was cheap, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'll play it eventually. That could be a game I can play next, like while like Destiny 2 is like basically doesn't have much happening. I can
Yeah, we're
probably
gonna
do
have to
that.
jump back into Borderlands at some point too.
Yeah, finish that. There's just so many game available. It's hard to like play them all, right? But yeah, Dragon Ball Z. So that's cool. They like making a follow up.
Yeah.
If you're a big fan of Dragon Ball, then there you go.
I know so far you're like a in the time police and you're like setting the timeline right. So that's just basically what I've got through Xenoverse 1. I assume that's the one I got.
Mm,
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you're sort of aerial combat. You got a bunch of moves. They take up power, so um, it's interesting. It's a different kind of game.
yeah.
And like if you've watched Dragon Ball Z before, you get into it with all the characters. Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I
every
watched the original one, and he was like, he had a
the
monkey tail.
tail and
Yeah.
the Nimbus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
and
was
then
on
I
the Nimbus. Is
watched.
that the cloud he was standing
Yeah,
on? Yeah.
yeah, the cloud. And then after that, he like grows up and he makes like Piccolo, and then Vegeta comes and like they battle over all that.
Yeah, I didn't watch it at that
Not the
point.
other one. Okay. The first one was good though.
Yeah.
Um, the next story we have is bashing up some cakes. So it seems that there's like a Halloween skins update. You get some creepy flavors. They kind of just look like vampires and stuff. Again, it's a Stadia Pro game, so
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. But you just like bash other cakes. It's exactly what they're advertising. There's no lying here. They're just like little mini games. It's like throw the candy in the or sweeten the tea was one of them. It's just like cute little mini games if you're
It's
sitting
funny.
around.
Yeah. Another story. So, Child of Light came to Ubisoft. Came from Ubisoft. It's available on Stadia. I
Ooh,
think
it
it
was
was
pretty
like only
cheap.
$5 or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, it's something
insane.
very cheap. Um, I play it before. I play on
Oh, did
PC.
you?
Yeah, very fun game. It's like a RPG side scroller, if that makes sense. So you
Okay.
go jump around, you get into a battle. It's like that old style RPG where you get into a battle. It's like another scene and you attack. Uh,
Oh, is it turn based?
yeah, it's a turn based, but like it's
I'm
very
done.
fun. Like if you play it just for the story, the graphic are amazing.
A
Like
child of darkness.
the the graphic. I said the graphic, but the art style is amazing. Like it's a side scroller, but
I was
art style
literally
is amazing.
interested in playing this until you said that.
Well,
But I
just
mean,
no,
it's
just
just
try
not
it.
for me. It
Just
may be for
try it.
others.
Well, you gotta try it. You never know. Like you might be thinking about Final Fantasy, like from Super Nintendo when you think about turn-based, but nowadays they modify it so much. It's like an active turn-based, or like you can do more than that. So it's pretty fun.
I just
It's
don't
worth
like
it.
standing there while they attack me and I can do nothing. Like they're not going to be able to block. No, it's their turn to attack. That's BS. I'm just standing there. I can do something. Anyways, that's my rant on turn-based
Yeah.
games. But yeah, it looks pretty neat. Like it looks like all hand drawn. A little redheaded girl goes on an adventure.
Hmm. And you got a sword, and then you just like I think you just have to save your kingdom or something like that. Try to remember. It's been a
Oh,
while. I haven't
kingdoms. They're always
kingdom.
getting into trouble.
Yeah. And there's the Mad Street.
Mad Street. What are you seeing here?
So it's like a new game coming to Stadia. Got
Okay.
confirmed in the last blog. And there's also the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's a Xenoverse too. It's just
No,
another
it's a
one.
different. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess the Dragon Ball Xenoverse is it's got a lot of different um
version.
stories. So I think this one just follows the story of Kakarot, which I think is Goku. I think that's his other name. Yeah, because when Vegeta comes to see Goku, Goku is like his given name from Earth, but his
Hmm.
real name is Kakarot, and he's a Saiyan from, and he's supposed to like go to other planets and basically kill everything. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, this basically just follows the story of Goku, which is everybody's like favorite character.
I wonder if it's more like a fighting experience though. Like,
Don't just fight, live like them. Fly, train, eat, battle your way through Dragon Ball Z sagas, making friendships, building relationships all along the cast. So it may be more inclusive, like an RPG type of thing.
increase your power level through RPG mechanics. So I think they're like
Yeah.
going towards the direction of the Xenoverse version, where
Yeah.
it's like you build up. That's crazy. And the Mad Street looked like to be like an action side scroll, or like 3D, where like it just show a video of this guy's throwing
Oh,
a
that's the
soccer ball at
post.
his face.
That's the Stadia blog post.
Yeah,
I see what you're reading.
yeah. But like, yeah, it looks like some sort of fighting game, but like, yeah, quite
Yeah,
interesting.
I think this was part of, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe the Stadia makers, whereas like a physics based combat.
Oh,
You see how they're kind of just all wanky like that, all like,
craft shop Arc Inc. Oh,
yeah. I
oh, that's
think I
cool.
think this is part of the Stadia makers.
That's cool. More game coming. It doesn't stop. Like, it's amazing. And
Well,
then,
yeah.
yeah.
And then we got 10 new, oh no, sorry, two. I read that wrong because it said Ben 10. Two new children's game. These were the Peppa Pig and the Ben 10 I was talking about.
Yeah.
The only one I wanted to mention out of here as well would be the Ubisoft. I actually play Monopoly from time to time. I mean, I love some Monopoly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they added like a spooky version or something, they're saying. Like madness, like a new board, I guess. So pretty cool. Um, yeah. If you like
So
Monopoly,
a
check
new
it out.
version, maybe it's an extension or something. Do you have to
I
pay
think
for
I
that?
think it's just a new
Or just have
board
a, yeah. Oh, that's good.
because they have
They keep
different types of
updating it.
boards. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Monopoly is such a huge, I think it's like a massive game, like when it comes to like different platforms and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because people just like to mess around with that game. So
Yeah.
I find it enjoyable. Like it when it comes to board games, I like to play it. I like to
Mm-hmm.
see more board games on Stadia. Like I'd love to see Risk. I'd love to
Oh
see
yeah.
like some like cool ones as well.
I think it has to do with the copyright with what's the company to make them?
Hasbro.
Aspero. I was looking at my board game there. Like, I know, like, I know the name. Just, but yeah, Aspero. Like, I think they always like release a package or something like that where you can have multiple game, like Risk or like uh I'm looking for other games there that they make that's like life or that they come like as a package as one game, but like you have multiple board game and you can play with friends. So similar to they came out with that, but they have multiple version of but
Yeah.
anyway. One
Yeah.
more
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
Hit it
got
up with
more
the
news.
news.
So like Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, yeah. This one.
So AT&T release like anybody like in the States that have AT&T can play Arkham Knight on the cloud. It's not on Stadia, but it's run by white label Stadia streaming. So basically that's the plan that Stadia had where like they offer that service to anybody that want to create their cloud service basically. Let's say a company like AT&T say like I want to get into cloud because like it's the future, but they don't have the infrastructure. Google is able to do that through Stadia, so they were able to identify that was like a Stadia coding. So AT&T is using that. It doesn't mean it's gonna come out. It's gonna come to Stadia. It probably can like in the future if it's already like built to work on Stadia. I think there might be something like where like AT&T has the availability at first and eventually come out to Stadia Pro or something
My
like that.
prediction for Pro next month.
Who
Batman Arkham.
knows, right? That's a quite possibility. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and that's all coming from 9 to 5 Google, it's the hardware upgrade for Stadia. I know they mentioned when they released it is that in the future they were going to be able to do 4K 60 FPS, then 8K 60 FPS or 120 FPS. But right now, most of the game, you look at Far Cry 6 just came out. Some like if you go on the new generation of Xbox and PlayStation, you can play at 60 FPS on 4K where Stadia is 4K 30 FPS. So they should like be able to bring it to 60 FPS. I don't know if they're having some difficulty with the hardware or something. You look at when Arc came out, the graphic was at the lowest or something like that. I wonder if it's because they thought it would run best at the lower settings and that Stadia could run it, but we're able to run at higher settings. I don't know if yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. If they're gonna come up with an upgrade soon. If you look at xCloud now they use their new console to run the service, so it might be running way better than it used to. GeForce Now upgraded all their hardware, but like we talked about, they've been out since 2015, so it's a bit longer, and it's more like you you connect a computer than like a server, if that makes sense. Stadia need to get into upward speed with that. Like maybe they looking to get the new hardware. Maybe they have like a partnership. I think it was with AMD. They had a partnership. They should have like ray tracing or some sort of form of ray tracing, or like have the have the advantage of like instead of having a new PC. So that's my hope for it. That's maybe December. That's what's coming for December. It's our Christmas gift for Stadia Pro. It's like you're gonna have access to the new blades, new hardware. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's I guess where my sort of opinion piece comes in, and we're hitting up almost 2 years now at Stadia with no end of November coming in, and I would have to say that this December, this Christmas season, Stadia has not really lined up that much
hmm
for us to be excited for this Christmas season. A lot of the other big titles that are all lined up for this holiday season are actually not coming to Stadia. Um, so far, I can't really think of anything in the pipeline other than, Rainbow Six Extinction, which is coming out late in January.
Yeah.
Nothing is really coming out this holiday season. There's nothing really drawing people to say, hey, here's Stadia for the holidays. Like, what a great gift. What
Mm-hmm.
new awesome game am I going to play here? Oh, wait, Control was released 2 years ago on other cloud platforms. Uh, like, what is going to, like, last year, I'm pretty sure that's when we had the Cyberpunk release,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the biggest thing ever to happen to Stadia during the holiday season. Where is that same push for that same awesome game coming out? Like, why didn't we get Battlefield? Why isn't Battlefield on Stadia? Like
And also
anything
Battlefield
else?
announced they announced that it's gonna be cross play and cross save. So that would be amazing. This it's coming to Stadia, even if it get delayed or whatsoever. I know a lot of games have been delayed until February, kind of like it's weird, but like Elder Ring is coming out in February, and it's gonna come out like I think 2 days after Witch Queen from Destiny, and a few games like that. Like all like I think it has to do with competition or something, marketing. But yeah, Stadia need to like do something big for Christmas. Like it's a common thing for video game market to like have like a bundle, a deal, or something like that to encourage people to get more into it, get Stadia, join the console, join the community, and play with friends. So it's
Yeah,
just
so
so easy.
most anticipated games this holiday season: Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy not coming to Stadia. Some game called Solar Ash not coming to Stadia. For
Solar Ash.
Forza Horizon 5
Mm,
would have been a great title to come to Stadia. I mean, you got the racing community there, but it's not coming to Stadia.
it's a
Battlefield
Microsoft.
2042 not coming to Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is like none of these games are coming to Stadia on the most anticipated list.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
I'm
I
just
don't
not
know.
sure.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that. So hopefully Stadia has a plan and they're gonna figure it out. So
Like the GTA reboot, everyone was saying it was going to come for Stadia, but no, it
uh
releases the information as not coming to Stadia. What happened to your Rockstar partnership? I just don't like talk to us. And then recently they decided not to release a blog post for the week. I mean, tomorrow's got to be a heavy hitting blog post, or
mm-hmm.
I mean, people are just going to be confused. I mean, I love like I still got a large category of games to play. That's not my issue at all. I'm just worried about getting enough people on Stadia
Mm-hmm.
to keep the program, the Stadia program, interesting for Google to keep going. So
I think that big game is coming out the beginning of December is Chorus. Or is it Chorus? Yeah,
Chorus,
Chorus. Yeah,
okay, that's a title.
that's a December 4th it's coming out, but like that's pretty much it. If they just open on that game to take over like the cloud gaming, it's coming out on multiple platforms. That's the issue. Well, it's not the
They
issue. It's
needed
like
like a massive heavy hitter, like a
uh
Resident Evil 8, like
I'm
coming
surprised they
up.
didn't do anything about Resident Evil for like Halloween. That would have been sick.
Boom, Resident. I'm if their blog post tomorrow should be Resident Evil series drops on Stadia. We
Hmm.
got 1 through 7, or like they should just be doing more stuff. I mean, definitely for Halloween. Like, what did they do? They released Control, I think was their scary
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, the Day by Daylight,
Oh, the
free
Dead
to
by
play.
Daylight.
Dead by
Yeah,
Daylight, yeah.
free to play.
Um, like we talked about it the last podcast, but like, what about VR? I know, like I came and saw you. We tried the VR Oculus Rift you have.
Yeah,
We play
Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil 4. I'm like, Stadia need to get into that. Google need to get into VR deeper. They were like one of the first one to develop that. I think for your phone, you can still use your phone for VR, but like if they come out with like a cloud gaming VR, damn, like you worry about your storage on your VR, you don't need to worry anymore. 'Cause you worry
Exactly.
about like you need a PC to process all the information, a powerful PC, you don't need to worry about it. You can go cloud. I'm
Yep.
surprised they haven't gotten to it yet. And who knows, maybe while we're talking about it, that's what they're working
They
on.
should be. Google should
Yeah,
be making their own thing with their own marketplace for games. Like,
who knows, maybe that's gonna be the bomb drop in December. That'll be amazing. Maybe they don't think the market is there yet, but like they just need to try it. And the
Oculus
easiest
is
way to try it,
huge.
exactly.
Oculus is huge. Like the population they got to get into Oculus is massive.
And you gotta think about it, like there's a big market for there, and it would be just a perfect scenario. Having like your Oculus connected to your Wi-Fi and being able to stream all the information, it should work like perfectly. I don't have
Yeah.
an issue with my computer. I don't have an issue playing on my laptop on Wi-Fi on 5 gigahertz. Why should be an issue with your headset, you know? So they need to get into that. And I like then you can make it so like people can watch you play the game while it's connected on your Google TV or your on your
Yeah, you
Chromecast or
can do that.
something.
You can cast it while you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just hoping they're gonna jump on board on that and make yeah, just develop more. I can't wait to hear more. I know they've been updating the Google TV Chrome. Sorry, my phone is listening to me. I know they updated the Chrome, not the Google TV POC
Chromecast, yeah.
Chromecast, so like the controller worked better, and also they updated the app on your web browser where you can delete multiple of your screenshot.
Screenshots. Yeah, that was
But
a big
like
one.
that's pretty much all they've been working on into the development. And then like I've been saying, like the upgrade of like blades or like their hardware and the cloud gaming, they just need to get on board on that. And then yeah, then it
Yeah.
will attract more people. 'Cause that's
Tomorrow I'm gonna need to hear something from Stadia on something awesome for the holidays. Because
it's coming close.
I know I'm just like there's not like I have the backlog, I have games to play, but they're all super old. I just want something like cool and awesome to come to Stadia and be like this holiday season, Stadia is the place to game. I
Yeah,
just
don't
don't think they have that statement piece yet.
mhm.
They did it with Cyberpunk. They need to do it again this holiday season.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, there's plenty of game for me to play, but that's not the point. The point is to make sure that you have more, always way more than like what's necessary. There's people over there that just play video game all the time, and you need to attract all of them. If they want to build up on Stadia and make it way bigger, they need to like keep at it, right? So.
They can't just rely on me joining LFGs and Destiny and explaining to PS4 and Xbox players why they should be on Stadia and not
Exactly.
creating crazy space and
That's just funny because every time like we speak with people like and you say, oh, I'm on Stadia, someone's asked me the other day, what's that scribbly like design they have there? What console you playing on? I'm like, Stadia. They're like, what's that? They don't even know what it is. Like, I'm like, where's the announcement? Like, where's like the banner? Like, they came out with this store, the Google store in New York City, and then for the release of the Pixel 6 phone, but like there's no mention about Stadia more than that. I think I saw like some controller in the background when they did the announcement and stuff, but like, Stadia should be all over that, right? So,
yeah, one big issue is that they decided to sort of I don't know what's the best way, but like make themselves different than the rest of the gaming community. So
mm,
conventions like PAX or the EA conventions and stuff like that, they're not really a part of
E3, yeah,
E3. Yeah. They're not, they just do their Google stuff and they're like, we'll talk to Google people. It's like the Google bubble is the only
yeah.
people who know about it. They really need to, no, you can't help me, Google. You can help yourself by doing what we're saying on this podcast.
Yeah, maybe Google's listening to us now, and maybe they're gonna take that. But yeah, definitely they need to like do something. I think marketing wise, they need to expand more. They need to like find a way to reach out to everybody to learn more about what their technology can do. So, but I'm always happy to explain to people what's cloud gaming and what's like Google's able to do. So
Well, I think that's a great place to end it.
mm-hmm.
If you like the podcast, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that jazz. Appreciate to all the news sources, Stadia Source, 9 to 5 Google, the community blog. Thanks for all of the news and Destiny Twab. Yeah, thanks to my super co-host Sebastian.
Thank you. And then make sure to comment, like, let us know what you think about what's Google's gonna do for this Christmas. If you think they're gonna drop a bomb, like making a big announcement, or they're just gonna keep it at it, or what game you think they're gonna come out for Christmas. So let us know.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. See ya.
See you.